A with the Surfbroads. Thank you so much for coming out tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Right.
This is great.
So why don't we start off with some introductions? We'll go around. I think everybody's got a mic, so we'll let everybody introduce himself and let us know what you're playing tonight.
I'm Velvet Hammer. I'm the drummer.
I'm Amy Mendoza. I play guitar. Jillian Bissett, bass.
I'm Gigi Owen. I play guitar and I play Uma Theremin.
Yes, you do.
Let's start with the obvious, especially because on that last song you made such wonderful use of Uma Thurman there. Let's talk about the history of this particular theremin in your life and in the life of this band. Where did you come up with the idea to marry the theremin with the beautiful form that we have there?
That was all Velvet Hammer's doing. They were actually a three-piece when they first started, and then they asked me to dance for them. So I did.
That's how we always get started.
Yeah, of course.
If we ask you to dance for us, you're done.
And then she was like, "How would you like to play theremin, which I've never played before,
Right.
inside of a mannequin body that's lit up?" And I was like, "Yes, that's the only thing I've ever wanted to do in my life."
Now, for those folks who are listening at home, the theremin is, in fact, it's inserted inside like a 3/4 scale mannequin, a headless mannequin, unfortunately, but maybe that makes it less disturbing. I'm not quite sure. But was this a homemade creation?
It was. My husband and I thought of it a few years back.
Okay.
And so we'd just been waiting for the right opportunity. And, it seemed once I saw Gigi dance, I was like, well, the opportunity is now.
Yeah.
So I was like, Gigi, please come play a mannequin. Please play an instrument you don't know how to play that's never been played before because we just made it up.
Right.
That's
right.
pretty much how we did that.
So what was the learning curve in learning how to play the theremin, and particularly this version of it?
It's interesting because the lights will change how it sounds. So if I took this off, the lights would change it. It's how close I stand to it. It's like if I'm wearing metal jewelry.
Wow.
There's a lot of feedback from it depends on the studio or the place that we're in.
Yeah.
There's all these uncontrollables. You're trying to control the uncontrollable with it. So it's always different, and it always kind of makes me very anxious going into a show. I'm like, what's it gonna sound like tonight? I don't know.
She's not a tamed woman.
You're right. Yeah.
She's not tame at all.
She's a little feral.
She looks like you could keep her in place, but no.
No, looks can be deceiving. So let's take a step back in time then. So it started as a three-piece. Let's talk about the origin. Who came up with the idea to pull this group together?
That was me.
Once again, the idea woman.
Well, it was I've been playing with Sugar Stains with Amy for a while, and I like a really diverse I like all the genres of music.
Sure.
And so, I've got a real surf background, and I love tiki culture and vintage and mod and pop culture and all that. But then there's also the part of me that loves Black Sabbath and
Right.
Dead Kennedys and all that. And it just seemed, why not marry them? Well, let's give it a try, because I don't think anybody's done that yet. So, and then we'll make it all female and make up instruments for people to play.
Here you go.
Seemed like fun.
Amy, was it a hard pitch or was it an easy one? Did you have to be convinced?
Not really. She's like, do you want to play surf metal? And I'm like, yes. Didn't really require any seducing or anything. It was just. I don't know if it's hard to get Amy Mendoza in a band.
She's kind of feral too, with bands.
Yeah. So, Jillian, how did you get involved?
I've actually never played bass in a proper band before, just guitar. And Velvet was like, hey, do you want to do this? And I said, the only answer is yes, right? When someone says surf metal. So, so we got together, and I think Rumble was the first song we ever played together. And after we were done, we all looked at each other in Maggie's studio and we're like, this could be fun.
Yeah, this could
do
happen.
something. Yeah, this could happen.
How, if at all, has the sound and the concept evolved from your initial conception? Is this kind of what you pictured when the idea first popped into your head, or has it shifted somewhat?
Oh, it's always shifting. we're always evolving as we go because and we're adding more metal and we're going to start writing originals soon. Hard when everybody's in like 5 bands.
Sure.
But it's one of those, like, we did play a lot more sort of straight up surf covers at the beginning.
Right.
And then as we did more of the metal, we added Slayer and Metallica. It was like, yeah, no, that's where we're going to go. Yeah. So except for Rumble, most of the other, songs sort of fell by the wayside. And we were like, yeah, no, Slayer.
Yeah. And what's the process of selecting the songs that you're gonna bring to this group? Is that something where everybody will throw some things into the hat, or Velvet, do you tend to be the person driving that process?
Well, anyone can toss anyone in. We're doing Metallica just for Jilly's brother. Right? That was a specific request.
That's a shout out to Robbie and Matt. But yeah, it was like, if anybody has an idea, we kind of throw it out there, and then everyone noodles and woodsheads at home, and then we'll meet at the next practice and just try to like bang it out and
turn up the reverb.
Super loud.
We'll throw reverb on it.
211.
Surf beat. There we go.
So before we get into our next set, I want to briefly touch on this weekend show, and we can talk about it in a little more detail during our next break. But tell us what you have coming up this weekend.
So this weekend, Saturday, May 13th, at the Flycatcher, we are opening the show for the Not Your Mama's Mother's Day concert and art show pop-up benefit. And it will be benefiting Emerge Center Against Domestic Abuse here in Tucson. And it'll be us playing, Jillian and the Giants, and then also Street Blues Family.
Very cool.
$7 at Flycatcher, and it starts at 8 with Tales from the Trash pop-up Mother's Day art show.
Oh, that's going to be some bad art, man.
It's going to be so bad.
So if you have not yet made any macaroni art for your mom, you can pick up something on Saturday night and be all set.
Absolutely.
Right?
And a portion of the proceeds will go towards Emerge.
Terrific. So we'll talk more about that during our next set, but we're going to jump back in with more music. You're listening to the Surfbroads live in Studio 2A here on Locals Only. You're tuned in to 91.3 KXCI Tucson. My name is Matt. This is Locals Only. We're live in Studio 2A with the Surfbroads. Thank you again for coming down tonight.
Thanks so much for having us.
This is a great time. And thank you for the artwork. That's beautiful.
Yeah, so if you happen to be listening at home, remember that you can head over to creativetucson.org, or if you've got cable, you can head to the Creative Tucson channel and watch us live. And if you do that, you'll see a really, really great piece of art that our own Bridget created here, and she's been doing that each week for us. So one more reason to tune in, creativetucson.org. You can watch the rest of this performance through streaming video. So in any event, once again, Saturday at the Flycatcher, you've got your next show, and I'd love to hear a little bit more about some more details about the other things that are going on besides the music that night.
So there will be a pop-up art show by Tales from the Trash, and one of the curators, founders of Tales from the Trash is Mark Bloom, Maggie's husband. Mm-hmm. And do you want to talk a little bit about what Tales from the Trash is?
Well, basically, he and his partner go around to thrift stores, dumpsters, sidewalks, anywhere they can find sort of really cool art. Mm-hmm. Bad, good, interesting. It's always interesting. Uh-huh. It's the kind of art you're never going to see in a museum.
Right.
But it's also the kind of art you're going to spend a lot more time thinking about it and going, what the heck were they thinking when they made that? So they go around and they save artwork and they put it in a show and they sell it really reasonably priced. Uh-huh. And sometimes the artist that originally painted it happens into the show. We've had that happen before.
Wow.
Yeah. And the artist walks in and goes, I painted that. And they're always really happy that their art is in the show, that somebody appreciated it enough to put it in a gallery show.
Sure.
So, I mean, it's the most fun you could ever have at an art show. It's like a party. It's kind of like a rock show, and people go in there, and it's a madhouse, and everybody's wandering around, and all the paintings get titles, and most of them are pretty funny. And people just start talking about it. And I've never seen so much interaction between strangers at any show, actually. Everybody just runs into each other. What? It's like, what, why? Why is that? And that's pretty much what happens. Everybody here has bought artwork, I think. Gigi, have you bought artwork?
No.
On the spot and on the air.
I haven't been to one yet.
Well, Saturday.
I've only seen the ones with you have a headless woman.
I do. I have a headless woman of the night in my music studio at home.
Oh, wow.
She's pretty fantastic. She really
she's
is
awesome.
Yeah.
To go along with this headless woman of the night that's hosting your theremin right now.
I actually brought...
It's a theme.
Yeah.
I brought one of the pieces that's going to be in there. I'll post it online.
Oh, wow.
But Mark has been putting together a specially curated Mother's Day themed edition of Tales from the Trash and sending me little snaps and photos of these just amazing, horrendous, terrible, wonderful pictures of the Virgin Mary, pictures of women in various states of repose. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. So if you have a mom who's cool and who doesn't, like not everybody wants flowers and chocolates. Sometimes they want, for you to do the dishes and get her some weird art.
Yeah.
So like this is an opportunity to do that, and you get to help out a local charity or nonprofit.
So what time does the art show open?
So the art show will officially open at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And then music will start around 9:15.
Okay. Terrific.
Yeah.
And do you know what order everyone's playing in on?
Surfbroads will be opening the show.
Okay.
And then Jillian and the Giants will be playing at 10:15, and then Street Blues Family will be closing it out.
Terrific.
And that's how we're doing it. And the art show will be open throughout that too. Like you can peruse that and then come in and listen to music. It'll be kind of like an everywhere thing.
If people want to buy art, is this a cash-only affair or?
Oh no, we've got the Square. We take credit cards.
Perfect.
Usually I'm the merch wench, but since I'm playing, I get out of that duty for the night. Because usually he's my roadie, so for his shows I'm his roadie. But since I'm playing, there'll be another merch wench.
That's pretty great. We should organize more events like this where you're both having to do it, and then you can get out of moving all the art.
I know, right? Oh my God, that art! There's so much art. Oh, my house is filled with art, and there's posters of it. There's little magnets, so you can buy little or the art itself is really reasonable. You can pick up a nice gift for your mother for $10, and it's an original painting.
And it's kid friendly too. I've gotten some stuff there for my kids. Like, there's a whole unicorn section.
There's a velvet section too.
Oh.
It's pretty great.
So again, that's going to be Saturday at the Flycatcher. The art show starts at 8, and then the music starts at 9 with the Surfbroads up first, followed by Jillian and the Giants, and then Street Blues Family closing out the evening. If people want to keep track of upcoming shows, other information about what the Surfbroads are up to, what's the best way to do that?
Usually Facebook. We're all pretty heavy on Facebook, so it seems to be the best way to catch us. We're always posting shows.
We do have an Instagram account.
Yeah, Julie does our Instagram.
But yes, Facebook.
We all seem to be on Facebook all the time. Because it's easy, and you get to share stories.
Right.
Because usually there's stories with everything we do.
Right.
Oh.
So,
Remember when we stole the flamingo?
We shouldn't say
is
that.
that
on
a
there.
story you're
That
allowed
won't-
to tell on the radio, or are we worried?
It wasn't
that
a live flamingo. It was
Allegedly.
a blow-up flamingo.
Somebody lost it.
Somebody lost it, and they found it.
Yeah.
6
And-
foot, you know.
Yeah, 6-foot flamingo.
It fit into an elevator just fine.
Wow, that's quite a flamingo.
There are pictures of that on our Instagram.
There are.
Yeah, we don't play when it comes to our flamingos.
No.
We don't mess around.
We're serious about that stuff.
We're a little size queenie when it comes to flamingos.
So we're going to get into another set of music. And, y'all have just been so efficient in moving through songs that we have a little extra time. So if you want to add a couple more songs, you're welcome to. But what we'll do is we'll do a few more songs, and then we'll chat, and then we'll see where we're at and see if we have time to do some more. Does that work?
Sure.
Sweet.
All right. So you're going to hear a few more songs now from the Surfbroads, live in Studio 2A on Locals Only. You're tuned in to 91.3 KXCI Tucson. This is Locals Only. My name's Matt Milner. I'm live in Studio 2A with the Surfbroads. I want to thank you all again for coming down tonight.
Thank you.
This has been a
This
blast.
is great.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to leave.
You know what? Make yourself at home.
Just stay here.
Yeah,
little
yeah,
more
we've
thaw
got
in here.
this nice new carpet in here, so just
We're
make
good.
yourselves at home. Yeah.
The studio looks great. Like, it's
Yeah.
beautiful in here. There's like new lights and
The carpet matches the drapes.
yeah.
it does.
And we've retained our historic faux rock wall as well, which I was happy to.
The most photographed
see.
wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So once again, Saturday at the Flycatcher, the art show starts at 8. The music starts at 9. Surfbroads will be up first, and then after that, Jillian and the Giants, followed by Street Blues Family. Again, that's all going to be a benefit for Emerge as well. Before we wrap things up, one thing that I was thinking about during that last set is, I'm curious process-wise to hear a little bit about what aspects of the songs, as you're taking these, really well-known metal songs that people have, heard 100 times, know inside and out. How do you decide what's the appropriate balance to strike about the liberties that you're going to take to kind of surf it up versus what part of the song you feel like you can't change without either doing a sacrilegious act or, annoying the fans? So how do you strike that balance?
Well, it's always got to be the guitar riff. They have to recognize it because we don't have vocals.
The
So-
hook, you have to maintain the integrity of the hook.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, you can take liberties with the vocal lines because
Right.
the vocal lines are very familiar and we're not singing, so we just translate them.
Yeah, vocal can either end up on theremin or guitar.
There was even shows where we brought in keys because Gigi hurt her finger in a terrible immersion blender accident.
I still can't bend it.
She still can't bend it.
Oh my
pretty well.
goodness.
It
I
was
almost
awful.
cut it off. I had to have tendon and nerve surgery, so I had a little puppet. It was a Loch Ness monster, Nessie. We dressed her up in a little surf outfit, and I played keys with one hand.
She had coconuts on.
Yeah, she had a little walnut bra.
The
And a grass
the
skirt.
monster, not Gigi. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Right, yeah.
Gigi could rock that.
Don't judge Gigi. When she does, she does.
Seen in my walnuts are a little small, maybe.
Got to give her credit.
So,
But you have to, you got to maintain the hook,
Right.
the riff, and you've got to be able to do a surf beat to it. So
Right.
that's the next thing.
Yeah.
So if you've got a song that's just not going to sound good with a surf beat up against the hook
Yeah.
or the guitar, it doesn't work so well. You can sort of change things a bit, but to make it sort of part of the surf genre, you got to do a surf beat in
Sure.
there. Not the whole way through necessarily, because
Right.
we add some punk stuff or whatever, but you've got to be able to slip a partial surf beat in there at least.
Yeah, we've been able to turn some metal purists. Skeptical metal purists that said you're surfing out Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, just give it a chance.
Right.
And they come to the other side.
Oh, yeah.
And we get some cred too, because Gigi plays bass in Scar Eater, which is like a local metal band that's pretty
right.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. So we've got street cred.
there you go.
Totally.
Yeah.
Also, kid cred. the little girls love us.
That
That's
makes
a
me
good
feel
demographic.
real awkward. Just FYI, every time we play a day show and there's lots of kids, and I'm playing with a mannequin.
It's art,
Yeah.
Gigi.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
art. Okay.
Sometimes they'll just come up and stare, and they're just like, "What are you even doing up here? Like, what is this, a dance? Like, I have no idea." But what's great is actually when we have breaks, and then the kids will come up and see it and stuff, and they'll see, "Oh my God, like there's this whole antenna thingy,"
Right,
and they can
right,
like
right.
actually make music with it.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Yeah,
There
the
you
kids
go.
love to play it.
Coming to a children's party near you. Surfbroads.
Best children's party ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is why we cannot play.
Gigi, we've heard that
500
you're willing to
yards
dress
for
up in
schools.
costume. I don't know if you're willing to do like a Disney princess or something like that, but obviously, you could really market this.
We could do
But,
Disney surf.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not above that.
Little Mermaid. We
If
could
the-
Little Mermaid that.
the
We've done the
price is
Mermaid
right.
Parade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got mermaid outfits.
Oh, there you
so-
go. So done. But if you guys are down, maybe we can squeeze in one more song before we wrap things up.
got
Can
a
we
little-
audible with one more?
Sure. Paranoid?
All right. So you're listening to the Surfbroads live in Studio 2A here on Locals Only. Once again, Saturday at the Flycatcher. The art show starts at 8 o'clock, and then 9 o'clock the music starts with the Surfbroads. So you can find more information about them on Facebook, keep track of upcoming shows, and all those other great details. But with that, we're going to leave you with one more song from the Surfbroads. listening to the Surfbroads, 91.3 KXCI Tucson. This has been Locals Only. We'll be back next week with my live guests, Mason. Thanks a lot. Have a great evening. I'm going to work on burning you a CD right now, so you've got that to go see it tonight. And also get them on the website probably tomorrow, streaming link.
Nice. Thank you. That's I recorded at home. I wanted to say, somebody listen to the radio, get your tape recorded.
Yeah.
The old days, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Or now they can set their DVR for your television performance too.